Welcome to Family Law Talk. Family Law Talk. Presented by Kirk Stange of Stange Law Firm, PC. Stange Law Firm is a multi-state family law firm. Now, here's your host, Kirk Stange.
Welcome to Family Law Talk. We have an interesting topic today. The topic is dating during divorce. Now, this episode today is based on an article on our blog, familylawheadquarters.com, dated January 28th, 2025. And the title of that article is Dating During Divorce Okay? So as a follow-up to the episode today, go on over to familylawheadquarters.com and read that article for more information. All right, dating during divorce. Common question lots of individuals ask when going through a divorce. Lots of clients want to know, is this okay? Is this not okay? Should I date? Should I not date? Lots of individuals feel the need to connect with somebody while they're going through a divorce. I mean, the reality is, if you think about it, is like a guy going through a divorce is only going to be able to hang out with their guy friends so much. I mean, they're not going to be able to do it all the time. The same with ladies. You know, hanging out with the lady friends all the time is going to be tough. You know, they've got other things going on. And so the need to connect, the need to date, in a way, comes from this feeling of emptiness. It comes from the feeling of loneliness. All of a sudden, they're going through a divorce where they don't have their kids. They're spending a bunch of time by themselves. When somebody's spending a bunch of time by themselves, they're in their thoughts. They can spin in a way worrying about the divorce and worrying about the outcome of it. So in a lot of ways, individuals may just be looking for sort of a distraction. They might be looking for something fun during their divorce that takes their mind off the divorce itself, which can be overwhelming. It can be stressful. And so this is where a lot of it comes from. Now, maybe other individuals have other motivations for wanting to date. I mean, maybe they're looking to get remarried quick or get into a serious relationship quick. Everybody's different. But the truth of the matter is, this is a very, very common question that lots of individuals ask. So is dating during divorce a good idea? Look, the textbook answer to that question is it's not a good idea. Any legal textbook answer is going to say, wait until after the divorce is finished to begin dating. So this is the textbook answer. I mean, this is the answer I would give anybody else if they want to be as safe as possible. Wait until after the divorce is over to begin dating. And so then lots of individuals say, well, why? Why do I need to wait? Well, the truth of the matter is if somebody begins dating and they get into a relationship with somebody, it's possible that the other spouse could think, oh no, this was going on before the divorce was filed, and maybe my spouse was having an affair the whole time. They say this relationship only began after we separated and the divorce began, but oh no, I don't believe them. I think that this affair was going on for a long time, and maybe this was kept hidden from me. Okay, this is where a lot of individuals' minds might go. And so then what can happen is a new significant other ends up being subpoenaed, and they get subpoenaed as to maybe child custody issues, financial issues, you name it, and it can really make a mess of things if that were to occur. Okay, so that is risk number one, that it just muddies the water and potentially complicates things. If a new significant other ends up being introduced to the kids, this could be potentially problematic as well. The other spouse might argue this is harmful to the kids. The kids are still just reeling from the divorce and getting used to that. Now they're being introduced to a new significant other so soon. And so this can cause the divorce to become more complicated if the other spouse is not approving of the fact that there's an introduction having taken place. Right? And so this can muddy the waters. Others would also argue this, which is, look, an individual should heal from the divorce fully, let that percolate, let that transpire, let them move on from it before they enter into new relationships or begin dating, because if not, they could just be jumping from the marriage into a new relationship, and maybe they haven't put a whole lot of thought into it, and that maybe this isn't a good thing. It could just lead to more breakups and more drama and more problems. So this is another common reason a lot of individuals or lawyers will tell people, hey, don't begin dating until after the divorce, okay? Better to wait until after it's over. Okay, so there could be other reasons that lawyers give their clients or that counselors give their clients, to wait to date until after the divorce is over. But these are some of the big ones that I've seen, okay? In saying this, though, a lot of individuals are still not really moved, and they're hoping that there is some kind of window where they can begin dating. Again, this goes back to what I was saying at the beginning. When going through a divorce, okay, there can be feelings of emptiness. An individual can feel very lonely, especially if they don't have the kids with them, So now they're in it, let's say they've separated, they're living by themselves, they don't have their kids with them. Okay, it's hard to hang out with your platonic friends only so much. So if you're a guy, you got your guy friends, okay, they can't hang with you all the time. Your lady, you got your lady friends, they can't hang with you all the time. So then individuals are sitting at home and they're spinning, they're thinking about their divorce, they're in their thoughts, and it's just like, gosh, having a distraction in the minds of many would be a good thing. And so they're still thinking, is it terrible if I begin dating? I know I shouldn't, but is it really going to be awful if I do? Again, the textbook answer any lawyer would give their client is you should wait. All right? That's the textbook answer. That's the safest approach. All right. But for those who are still like, I hear that, but I still want to date, I still feel a desire to date, I still feel like if I date and I distract myself from the divorce, then this is going to be actually better because I'm going to be happier because I'm enjoying life and I'm not just obsessing over the divorce. So this is, again, where a lot of people are going and a lot of people are thinking, okay? And so, look, for individuals who hear all this and they're like, look, I'm going to date. I feel like I need to date. I'm just not going to sit at home and pout over this divorce. I feel like I need to get out there. Look, there's some things individuals can do if they're going to date that can really minimize a risk. Okay, and let me give you these, which is, look, it's important to be separated first. If you're still living in the same home with your spouse, not a great time to begin dating, right? I mean, the spouse is going to see you coming and going and leaving and all these different things, and that can raise questions right there. So typically, if a person's not going to wait until they're divorced, at least wait till you're physically separated. All right. Don't introduce a new significant other to the kids while the divorce is pending. So it's like if an individual is going to date, okay, but don't do intros with the kids until after the divorce is over. Not a good thing. If you do that, you can really make the divorce a lot more complicated, and there can be arguments you're harming the kids psychologically or something like that. So don't do intros until after the divorce is over. Okay, don't have overnight visitors over while you've got the kids as well, right? So you got a new boyfriend, you got a new girlfriend. Okay, don't have them stay the night at your place while the kids are with you during the divorce. Like, that's a bad idea that can really cause the divorce to blow up, okay? Don't do that. Don't post about it online. Be discreet, right? So you got a new boyfriend, you got a new girlfriend, you're excited about it, okay, great. But don't be posting about it and putting it out in the public sphere. Be discreet, keep it private. And if you do that, then it might not even become known to your spouse and might not even become an issue. All right. So again, for individuals that are just like, look, I'm just going to date, I'm willing to assume the risk, these are some tips that I think are important, which is waiting till physical separation, not introducing any significant others to the kids, not having overnight visitors while you have the kids, and being discreet by not posting about it online or flaunting this new relationship. Like, these are all important things to do. The other thing I would say is this, and when a lot of individuals ask this question and they want to know if they can begin dating or not, what they say is, look, my spouse is already dating. My spouse already has a new boyfriend or girlfriend. They're out there dating and everybody knows. So if they're dating, why can't I begin dating? Okay. Obviously, this argument, in a way, cannot be the greatest. It can be an argument like, well, they're doing it, so I can do it, kind of thing. And sometimes that's not the best argument to make in any area of life. But in this specific area, if the other spouse is dating and they're openly dating, then I do think, in a way, it's hard for them to make an issue of you dating when they're doing it themselves, right? And so I do think the risk of this becoming a giant issue is even a little bit smaller if the other spouse is already dating. Though, again, if you're going to begin dating, again, keep in mind the things I talked about, which is the waiting till physical separation, not introducing any significant others, new boyfriends or girlfriends of the kids, not having the overnight visitors and not flaunting it in these kinds of things, okay? So again, dating and divorce, very, very important topic, very, very common topic. Again, the textbook answer is not to do it, to wait until after the divorce. But look, for a lot of individuals, that's tough stuff, particularly when a divorce could take many months, could take more than a year. I mean, I've seen cases come close to taking 2 years. So for a lot of individuals, it's like, well, I can't put my life on hold forever. So, in hearing this, if individuals are like, well, I'm just going to date anyway, it's best to follow some of the tips I've given here today and not flaunt this relationship and make it a big deal. Because if you do it, it can really complicate the divorce and result in more problems that a lot of individuals probably aren't anticipating. All right, well, this is the topic. And again, dating during divorce is a follow-up to the episode. Going over to familylawheadquarters.com, read the article titled, Is Dating During Divorce Okay? This will give you more information on this topic, but thanks for tuning in today. Stay tuned to our next episode on Family Law Talk coming up. Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to Family Law Talk with Kirk Stange. Visit StangeLawFirm.com for more about today's topic or to put Stange Law Firm to work for your family today. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements. Neither the Supreme Court of Missouri or Illinois reviews or approves certifying organizations or specialist designations. The information you obtained in this podcast is not, nor is it intended to be, legal advice. You should consult an attorney for advice regarding your individual situation. We invite you to contact us and welcome your calls, letters, and electronic mail. Contacting us does not create an attorney-client relationship. Please do not send any confidential information to us until such time as an attorney-client relationship has been established. Past results afford no guarantee of future results, and every case is different and must be judged on its own merits. Kirk Stange is responsible for the content. Headquarters, Office 120 South Central Avenue, Suite 450, Clayton, Missouri 63105. Kirk Stange is licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Kansas.